My fan, keep answering me this question. Keep answering me this question that if Britain is still Great Britain. Well, my answer is Britain is still Great Britain. They are still known for what they are known to be. The reason why they are called Great Britain, their culture, their tradition, their language, the way there's law, the way they respect their law, the way they keep their history. If you come to Britain, you are going to see a lot of history that we were not born those days. We were not there. We did not experience it. And we are fortunate to see it because they kept it. Those people that were then alive were keeping it for the future generation like us and many other immigrants or other people that are coming from other countries to come and experience, who have heard about Great Britain. I remember those days we used to sing about the Queen. Yes, I used to sing about England, and London Bridge. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my dear Queen. We used to sing it those days. It's just, because the bridge used to open. So that's how we were singing it in our school primary. And that is one of our assembly song that we used to march into our class those days. I remember how beautiful the history that we were hearing, how people were talking about, the hierarchy, the way the hierarchy was, being, one, the way the hierarchy is being, organized, and the king are coming one after the other from king to queen, and now it is now king back again because it was king, and it became queen, and it turned back to, becoming a king with the new person who is the head, and the head of state, the head of the country is known as King Charles. And we have the prime minister who sues to the affair of the government, anything concerning the government, why he sees to the affair of the hierarchy when it comes to monarchy. Monarchy, when it comes to monarchy, he goes for the monarchy and other things that are the affair of the country, which are not, so the work are being shared. The work are being shared. Those days, you see the royal family are the one who take care of all the affairs of Great Britain. They take care of all the affairs, the meeting, government, everything. United Nations, both the one that the Queen has created before she left ECOWAS. We have Commonwealth here, Commonwealth. We have Commonwealth. She created Commonwealth that has made every country of Commonwealth to come together, and that way they can also visit Britain. They came through sport and came, a lot of things that have been done. Britain has a history. I remember those days when I came to Britain. The first time I came to Britain, whoa, I saw some kind of culture. At that time, I could not be able to understand the accent. The accent was too strong for me. Yeah, but, as time goes by, I keep staying, chatting with them, it started getting into me, and I started understanding every bit of what they say. I remember that I have to answer questions like severally before I could understand. And when you go to the kind of food they eat, whoa, they have nice food, they have the best, they have the best. When you come to macaroni, they have spaghetti, they have, English food. When you come to English food, you come to sausage, you come to all this chicken and chips. When you come to chicken and chips, they are one of the best chips. The fried chips, so lovely, you like it. When it comes to, food is something, is so essential in this country that they don't play with it. And that is one of the things that goes more in progress more in business wise. When it comes to business wise, you see every store that open as a food, processed food, whether retail, whether this as well as it's grocery, whether it is restaurant where people can eat. You see a lot of people going there because they don't play with their stomach. Great Britain don't play with their people are here. When they come to lunchtime, you need to see before lunchtime. They have already started saying, I know in my workplace when I used to work those days in retail that that was the first time that my fellow colleague asked me, what are you going to eat for your lunch? I didn't know what to eat because I was recently here, so I didn't know what to eat. I was just answering whether there's going to be like curry or pepper soup or apple, Nigerian food now, or egusi soup. So I was answering all those things. And those days, when I came here, it's very, very hard to see African. It's really hard to see restaurants. But like now, wow, it's everywhere, man. You can easily see it. It's not something, just Google it. Wow, I want to go to African restaurant. Before you know, pump one is even too close to you. Close. London now is there. London is, me immigrants are so lucky that so many countries, from different countries, they have their restaurant here. Yeah, whether from India, whether from Pakistan, whether from this, they even have where they sell their market. They have where they sell their market. Even like African market, they have the India market, have the, Bangladesh, Asia market will have this thing where you buy every variety of what you want to eat. Whatever you are missing back home, you can always see it here. Like I eat everything I'm missing back home. So if I go back home, I don't really miss it. Just that the only difference is that people back home, the way they prepare it is different from you that prepare it here, because there is some other things that you might not be able to see. It's not everything that is allowed into the country. Yeah, it's not everything that is allowed into the country, but some basic things that are allowed into the country so that the people like can see it. If I want to eat some kind of soup, but not every soup, there's some kind of soup you might not be able to cook. Might not be able to cook because you can't be able to see it here. You have to go back home and eat that soup. So that's the only difference. But if you talk of eating African food, I do eat it. So Britain is a Great Britain. Basically, based on what has happened, we know that there is global crisis, and this global crisis has affected the heart of so many people. Countries, it has affected global countries, even climate change. That countries were talking about climate change. A lot, that was the discussion that was going, because a lot of fire was coming out, houses has been destroyed, tornado has been coming out, so many things have been happening, and people have been answering questions that the government should do something concerning it, to see how they can do to adjust the climate, to see how they can stop this thing from happening. And that way, the scientists find out that we should reduce carbon, reduce burning, reduce, how the smoke come out, so many things that need to be reduced, both in the industry where the company has. They have been doing summit in Egypt, trying to send this message out to every country so that this thing might reduce. And because of this, it has caused climate, it has caused inflation, it has caused global crisis, it has caused economic problem, because so many things, it's been changing. And because of that, the world are really suffering. And if you come to, so because of that, like what I was trying to say is that because of most countries that you went to their country, like we that came earlier, you saw the sweet tradition, you saw the way it was going, how people were dancing. People used to dance those days. It's called music, high life music. You have the Jamaicans those days. You have, you see a lot of picnic, a lot of things to happen. You can easily talk to people on the street. You and people can talk, you can chat, you can, but it's not like that now. Now, because of the world has changed and there's a lot of crime now, there's terrorists, there's so many things, people are very, very careful. So because of that, there's a lot of security. You can hear stabbing that have been going on for a long time. People are being scared of their life. Nobody wants to lose his life when you got kid or you got family to take care of, and even yourself, you got yourself to take care of. So nobody wants to go into down that route. And because of that, everybody have to do. So it does not make that Britain is not a Britain. But despite that, Britain is trying to adjust the immigrant, reduce the immigrant, and because of that, they are trying to accumulate the retail resources that they have left now. You understand me? So, and because of that, they want to make it look like the way it was, because they feel that people are packed in and there's no more space, and because of that, they don't want to stress themselves. If taking care, when they know that they can take care of only 10 and 30, 40 people are in their country, so the only budget that is Available for them is just only 10. And the other 30 they have to go. So it's not their fault, it's what, because they have to have a reminder for themselves, so that they have to make a budget for their country, so that they will not, at the end of the day, not be allowed to be the president, or because everything that they do report to the king. I won't lie to you. There's two different things, because when the king, you see, when the monarch, they were ruling British economies was not as it is now. I won't lie to you. British were really going through enjoyment a lot when the monarch, they were taking over the affairs of everything. British were really, I remember when the Queen was ruling, things were going well. People were not complaining. I've never people complain. People have not complained for inflation, for anything. People were not saying British is suffering. People, I've never seen, even the time they were there, I've never seen anything like railway coming to do strike, or any strike that you are seeing, all this strike, all those things that you're seeing that is happening now. I've never seen it. When the Queen and the monarch were ruling, when they were ruling, the king, the royal family were really taking affair, a lot of things was being adjusted, was being looked, was being, dealt with. They were dealing with a lot of things. They were dealing, and everything was really passing through niceness, through sweetness. There was no complaint. I've never seen any citizen complain, because everything we were making very good. The way the king ruled, the queen and this subordinate rule, they were ruling it well, and they were really getting everything right. Everything was going right. There was nobody was complaining. People were coming into the world. When they do Commonwealth, you see a lot of people will come, and yet they can be able to take care of their affairs and settle, balance the economy. But right now, since the prime ministers and the rest of them took over, things were changing. Basically, that there's a lot of people that are in the Parliament House and in the House of the Conversation and the rest of them. They have to do debate, they have to agree, because this is a lot of people coming to House. Everybody has his own, everybody has his own suggestion that is bringing out. And everybody wants their own suggestion or opinion they are brought to be agreed on based on the country. They want it to be followed. And there will be a lot of debate, and at the end of the day, they will come out with one, and whatever they come out with and agree on it, that's what they base on. It might not favor the citizens, some of the citizens. Yes, I mean, but with the monarch, they make sure that it favors both the citizen and the one that, and at least more of the citizens have to be favored, because they don't have like gathering of people. It's only them that are making the suggestion, so they know the best thing. Because they have ruled this country for a long decade, so they know where the problem is. That's what I say to Nigeria. Like I say, Nigeria, I'm going to come to Nigeria. That Nigeria, the people that can solve the problem of Nigeria are those people that have ruled Nigeria decades of years. And some of them are still alive, like Obasanjo and the rest of them. They should go and meet those people to go and undo what has been done. That way, Nigeria can recuperate back to the economic balance that they need. Britain is still a great country. Britain is still surviving, even after they have left they have done breast exits and left, coming on their own. They still standing, still struggling. Yeah, you don't imagine when a country has left a whole country, a whole different country, that all of them have been united together, and now they are standing on their own. You know how long they stand there, and now decide to go into joint agreement with other countries, then staying for a long time, not coming back. It's not going to take them easy, because they have left that seat for a long time. Now they came back to the seat of being myself. So it's going to take them, because they're doing their things themselves, it's going to take them a little while again to acclimate to that level. That still make them a Great Britain, because they're still standing. Though people are thinking, oh, they are deviating, things are not going well, money, there's no money, and people are complaining. Yes, it's not only them. Go and check on that country, they're also complaining. Britain is still Great Britain. With a lot of things that are still going on, Britain is still Great. That is my own opinion. I don't know your own opinion, but I know that there is a place, that some place they are not really doing like people see it that it's not really going the way it's supposed to go for them. But still, they still listen. They are still better than so many countries. They still, see things, they still sit down, and they can't do anything with it. Even after they have done all they do, the king have to know what they are doing. The king have to be, meant to know and meant to have the final say to whatever they are saying. And I believe as time goes on, that things will fall in place and Britain will still be known as the Great Britain. Please, what do you think? Drop your comment. This is my opinion. So if you have your opinion, contribute to it. Yeah, this is an open conversation for everybody. Contribute to it. And I'm always your boy Jimmy White. See you in the next video. Bye for now.